Okay, so right now we're getting ready to do a quick flyover. I want to get some test shots, start planning ahead. So let's do that. When I was flying around earlier, I said I want to get a shot of the bride and her dad walking up to the aisle. And the thing with that is there's so many good perspectives. So I'm gonna film a couple of those really quickly. Okay, so first step, we have this shot. I really like this angle perspective because we get everything. We get the people sitting in their chairs. You get the front of the aisle, back of the aisle. The bride and her dad will exit from the right, kind of where I'm standing, and they'll come out of that building. So we'll get this long walk. We got the mountains in the background, the woods in the background. We just have a lot of good stuff going on here. And another thing I'm a big advocate of is having little to no sound, noticeable sound at least, with the drone during the ceremony. And so this right now is looking like a really good shot. All right, so I'm also liking this angle here. I really like the perspective coming up over the arch and the steeple, getting this top-down shot. I really like these movements when I can go up, down, tilt down, and we can see her come out all the way from the very back. And same thing, I can just have it sitting up there instead of the reveal shot. I can just do a nice slight drop down, tilt up. And it's like both of these look good. I like both of these. And I guess it's just gonna come down to if I do wanna shoot this moment from the drone from this spot and that perspective and angle, I just have to figure out which one I'm gonna like more. And then last but not least, we have this third perspective, which again, if we look up enough, we can see the mountains. But again, I think it has to be pretty far back to actually get a wider view of our location in our setting. Which at this point, I'm like, it's almost too far away. It's not the shot I want. I want to be a lot closer. Again, this looks pretty cool here. But this is putting me a lot closer, giving me a lot smaller of a window to work with. Once she approaches, by the time I can actually see her with the drone, she's right there at these, like the flower beds. So by the time she hits that, our noise level's picking up. By the time I can see her and her dad, I don't have nearly as much time to get this shot and let this moment play out because I have to be ready to grab my gimbal and get her coming down the aisle. So at the moment, I think my two options I'm really liking is that far away shot, that wide view, getting the mountains, the woods, all the people, her walking up from the side. I really like that, but I also really like that perspective of shooting straight down the aisle, the symmetry, getting to see her come from the very back end of the ceremony, coming out those doors. It'll kind of be an in-the-moment decision, and that's kind of how I go about planning my shots before the moments ever happen.